Hello, my name is Travoris Carnes. I'm the General Manager with Urban Awareness USA. And today we'll be covering the brief training titled Funding Opportunities for Faith-Based and Community Organizations. Urban Awareness USA is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to strengthen, empower, and equip faith-based and community organizations with the tools and resources they need to better serve communities. And funding is definitely a resource that all faith-based and community organizations need in order to better serve their communities. So today we'll talk about some of the more popular funding opportunities. The first is CDBG funds. CDBG is short for Community Development Block Grant. And the Community Development Block Grant is the primary source that the federal government uses to improve local conditions in cities, such as the physical conditions, social and economic conditions, etc. And the cities who receive these funds are required by the federal government to seek participation from its community members and community leaders, which would be you. If you have a program vision or a program idea for that will better your community, this is a great source of funding for you. But you have to get connected. You have to tap in. Not only do you have to know that these funds exist, but you also have to know when your local government will be holding its forums and all of the other meetings that they'll have to be in compliance with the federal government's regulations for them to receive those funds so that they can ultimately disperse them to you and other organizations like you. Now, there's a complete list of all CDBG funds that are available throughout the country, as well as master plans and other information located in the grant funding report. The next source of funds is called HOPWA, Housing Opportunities for Persons with AIDS. This is a phenomenal program that the federal government has going, and it always filters through local government agencies. So it goes from the federal government to local government, and from local government to organizations like you. And these funds are designed to help people, lower income persons with that are affected by HIV/AIDS, help them with housing, help them with programming, to ensure that they're getting the most help that they need. Now, this is a phenomenal resource. It's actually very underutilized by faith-based and community organizations, but it's phenomenal, and it's good for you to know that these exist, so that if you have programming that match this, that could match the mission of HOPWA, it would be a good source for you to begin looking to advance your organization's mission when it comes to housing opportunities for persons with AIDS. Now, there's also a complete list of these funds and the opportunities in the grant funding report. Then there's ESG funds. ESG stands for Emergency Shelter Grant. These are funds, same way, coming from the federal government and ultimately filtering through your local government to you. These funds are designed to help reduce homelessness and provide support for those who are experiencing homelessness. A great program, not only just housing, but the social component that goes with that. These funds are available to assist you in developing your program to meet the needs of the homeless. There's a complete list of the ESG funds and opportunities in the grant are there to help you. Now, then there are corporate giving programs. Corporate giving programs are great. Um, most major corporations have some level of um, of corporate giving program that they have designed to work with the organizations that meet the needs of the customers in their community. It's just good business for them, and they go anywhere from sponsorship to in-kind service to direct giving. And this is a very underutilized source for faith-based and community organizations. Now, in the grant funding report, we provide a list of the top 100 corporate giving programs in the country. Phenomenal information and very underutilized by faith-based and community organizations. Then there are community foundations, and community foundations are basically independent groups or independent groups of people that have come together, that have pooled their resources together, or it could be a wealthy philanthropist desires to run their funds through a foundation. But the purpose of the foundation is to develop grant funding so that they can meet specific needs that are under the charter of the foundation. So, for instance, their Foundation A may be developed to end or help end homelessness. So their major focus is homelessness, and they will have developed grants and other things to offer to community organizations that provide programming and services to end homelessness. And there are foundations for all different types of programs and all different types of problems. There are foundations for all different areas around the country. There are foundations for all levels, all different types of communities. Your goal just needs to be to identify what foundation best matches the program push that you have. In the grant funding report, we provide the top 100 federal grants. There are billions upon billions of federal grants that are available, and sadly, nearly 97%, 97, 98% of all faith-based and community organizations never tap into any federal grants. They never even apply, and that's so sad because there could be a lot of good done by these organizations if they had the funding, and much of this funding goes unutilized. So, federal grants are a phenomenal place to look. There's a complete list, and it's actually updated regularly for the recent or upcoming federal grants in the grant funding report. Thank you for your time today. This is our website, urbanawarenessusa.org. You can grab more information about us there, or you can call our office at 866-975-8722, extension 525. We're a nonprofit organization, so you can actually call and we'll be happy to help you. You can speak with one of our representatives about funding your vision, or anything related to your vision, not just funding it. But we're here to help. It's a nonprofit organization, so please tap into the resources that we provide for you. To receive your grant funding report, we would ask that you give a donation. Give a donation of any amount and on this page there should be some link where you can press and donate and receive your grant funding report. It's a great piece of information. It's a great tool. We've designed it to help organizations really begin to navigate through the very sometimes confusing process of fund development. All right, and you can also go to urbanawarenessusa.org to receive more information about us. Again, thank you. Here's our contact information, and definitely feel free to tap into the resources that we're providing. Take care.